In this tutorial will show you how to merge a cart. Books for the branches.
First, you log into B&T
and also how to add a note in order to have a book in a rich
Once you
browsing
click on the
category.
Carts tab, you're going
So
to
the first
see
thing
a
you want to
list
do
of
is
all the
log into
carts that are
B&T
found
and make sure
under
that
your
you
particular login
are on the Carts tab.
Before
which
we merge our
lists
carts,
the number
the
of
first thing
carts
to
that you
remember
have
is
in
you
your
need to
login.
write down all the information
So I'm going to choose
that
my
you need
600
from that
carts
particular
here.
cart. For instance, I want to
add
merge
copies for the
my
branches
Paladina
and also
600
add a note
cart
here
for a book to be
to my
included
firm
in
order
a rich
cart that
browsing
I'm going
section,
to send
which
to
is
technical
very
services.
So before I do that, I want to make sure
So when a
that
list
I
of my
write down
books
all
come
the
up,
information
I
that
have the extended view.
I have
which
for
shows
my
me a little bit
Paladina
more.
600
And I
cart.
can tell
So
this
I
is
want
the
to write down the
extended
number
view
of titles,
by looking at the
total
right-hand
quantity,
corner. If you
and
see
the
my
total
cursor,
estimate price. I'm at the
that is
extended
all the
view.
information that I
I
need
also
to
am
put
looking
into
at
my
it by
Excel
popularity
document
in order to
descending.
keep track
So
of
the
my
most
budget.
popular books are going
Because
to
that is the reason
float
why
to the
that we
top.
created this
And so
particular
that's the
cart,
books
is to keep track
that
of
I
the
want to look
600s.
at.
So once I write down
to
all of
rich
my
browsing.
information and
You
input it
know
into the Excel
what
document,
can get put into rich
the next
browsing
thing I want to do
because you
is
all
merge
have
this
copies
cart.
of the guidelines
So the
for
cart
rich
that I want to
browsing
merge my 600s
nonfiction
to is
you
my
know
firm
what the
order
guidelines
cart.
are, and you also already
And
know
I
what
can
the
tell this is my
categories are.
firm order cart because of its name.
So you
It's
can
a
see here
nonfiction
I've
cart.
already added a note.
It has the due ranges
but
that
I'm going to look
myself
for a
and
book
Susan
that
order
doesn't
for,
have
and
a
the
note
date
yet.
that this cart has to be sent to technical
So,
services.
oh my
which
goodness,
is
look at
March
this one.
5th, 2013.
Breakfast for dinner.
In
Yum.
your cart,
Okay,
of course, will
this
have a
one
different
totally
cart
has
description
to go
depending
into the
on the
cooking
section
browsing
that you
section.
order for. So I'm going to
So,
click on the
this
title,
is the cart I'm going to send to technical
and it's
services.
going to give
so this
me
is the cart
a
that I
detailed
want to
view.
keep.
And
And
we
you can tell the different
views,
views,
of course,
with.
by the upper right-hand
So,
corner here
on the
where
left-hand
my
side, underneath
cursor is.
cart
It'll tell you
functions,
the view that you're
I
looking
want to
at it.
choose merge.
And
then
so
click
this
on
book
go.
looks delicious, and
When I do
want
this,
to
Baker
add
and
copies
Taylor
to
is
my
going to
schedule.
give me a list
So
of
what I am going
carts
to do
that
is
are found
click
under my
on
login.
grid
So
entry.
I want to
it's the
choose
slight
Paladina
green tab
600.
here.
That is the cart that I want to merge.
When
When
I
I
click
click
on
on
merge
grid entry,
and delete
this
after
gives me
merge.
the location code.
If you do
And
not
so,
click on
if
delete
you
after
remember
merge,
from a previous tutorial, you
when
will
you
have
grid
a
your cart,
duplicate copy of
gridding
your
a cart
cart
means
in your
that you're
particular
adding
login.
location
and you
codes
don't
to
want
it,
that because that will
and
drive
you're
you
also
totally
telling
bananas.
So you want to make sure
B&T
that you
would
click
budget
on
to take
delete
the money
after
out of it.
merge.
So
The
here we're
next step,
looking
after you
at
choose both of these, is click on merge.
our three different branches.
And magic
So
will
OP1, if you look at my cursor, is Oak Park. That's the main library.
Voila.
OZ1
B&T
is Maze,
has
and
merged our
OE1
carts.
is Dole.
So if
So
I look at all of my
automatically
carts,
have a
I'm going to
copy
see that Paladina 600
for Maine if
no
I
longer
graded my
exists.
cart, if you remember.
So I've
But
merged
let's
my
say
cart
I want three
with my firm
copies
order cart, which
for the
is
main
the
library
cart that I'm
and
going
one
to
for
send
Dole,
to
one for
technical
Maze.
services.
Perfect.
So that is how you merge a cart. So the
So
first
I've
thing you
added
want to do is
copies,
write down the information
and
that
then
you
what I
want
want
to
to
keep
do is
and
go
put
up
into
here
your
and
Excel
click on
file.
Update.
Update
The
is
next
super
step you want
important.
to do is
If
start
you
with
do
the
not
cart
click on
that you want to
Update,
keep.
B&T
when
will
you
not
start the
remember
merge.
that you've
And
added
those are the
additional copies for the
most
branches.
two important steps
So
that you
you
have
always
to
have to
remember.
click on Update.
So happy
Please
cart
remember
merging,
to do that.
and remember,
if you do not
make
click
sure
on
that you
Update,
write down
Baker
information
and Taylor
before
will
you
not
merge.
remember your changes. So I click on Update. Great. It has that I ordered books for the branches. And then I want to add a rich browsing category to this book. We want this in cooking. So under ordering info, we see this note field here. And so I know that I want it in cooking, but I've ordered 3 copies for Maine and a copy for each branch. So for this book, I just only want 3 copies stickered for Maine. So I'm going to put the number 3 in Maine. So if you're ordering only 1 copy for Maine and none for the branches, you don't have to put this information. You only want to put additional information if you're ordering copies for the branches, because this is how technical services stickers the books. So when the books come in, the technical services will know that, oh, we only want 3 copies stickered for rich browsing in Maine, because we all know that the branches do not have rich browsing sections. So make sure you do that. And then, of course, when you put in your information, you always want to click on Update. If you do not click on Update, it will not retain the information that you just put in. So let's say I change my mind and I only want 1 copy here and nothing at Maze but something at Dole. So I just want to change that number to 1 Maine. So I'm telling technical services that I only want 1 book stickered, the one that's going to be housed here at Maine. It's going to go into the rich browsing cooking section, and the Dole copy will go straight to Dole. If I am not ordering anything for Dole and it's just only Maine, I don't need that information. I can just leave cooking. It's only one copy. It's coming here to main. That's totally fine. And I'm clicking on update. So Baker and Taylor will remember my changes. And that is how you add copies for the branches and how you add a note for rich browsing. Always remember to click on update. If you do not click on update, Baker and Taylor will not remember your changes. So I hope you had fun with this tutorial. Now you know how to add copies to the branches, and you're going to have so much fun adding books to the rich browsing sections.